Well, good morning, YouTube. We've actually got some interesting stuff to talk about. Sig is back in the hot seat after footage of an uncommanded discharge from March of this year has emerged. Now, I'll put a link to the footage in the description. I posted it as a YouTube short. I posted it to Instagram. Lots of people have posted it. The footage itself, I mean, no one gets hurt or anything. It's kind of benign. It's just this guy kind of strolling out of like a security shack or something. He's got his dominant hand like touching his belt or like kind of behind the butt of the gun, something like that as he's walking out, and maybe he touches the gun or something. It looks like he does, like touching it near the mag well, and right around that time the gun goes off. So that's what the footage is. I'll put a link in the description anyway so you can go see it. Now, this footage coming out, again, it just has everybody zero back in on Sig and be like, hey, what's going on here? Let's go through some of the comments from that video. I will say, as someone who doesn't really trust the 320, I find it strange that all verified claims of it going off are from military and law enforcement. Like, does no one else find that a bit strange? Yeah, I don't think that's true. One guy commented, we have 2 documented cases within the competition scene. That's true. Sig shake awake, but his arms weren't crisscross applesauce like GBRS said, guys. Looks like he pressed the mag in. Finger was not on the trigger. Yeah, he may have touched the magazine. I rest my hand on the grip like that all the time. Guys, what happened here is he applied 0.05 pounds of pressure onto the grip of the holstered weapon. He should be reprimanded for touching his weapon while it's holstered. He's got to be glad he didn't put a hole in his foot. Sig might as well open his own law firm at this point. Yeah, the comments are pretty much what you'd expect. There's a few like Sig denier type people. Here's a good one. More Ben the Ogre the Stoger starting his own bullshit with this made up video with no credibility. How do you guys even watch this clown? I wish I had the talent to make a video like that myself. I guess I could have AI do it. It looked pretty good though. It doesn't look fake. Sorry, it doesn't. Anyway, yeah, so there's a new Sig video making the rounds, which now it's just a whole conversation again. It just brings everything back into focus. It's another reason to go over everything again. That's pretty much how I look at it. Now, Sig has been out they've been out and about doing some discussions. You guys know Phil Strader, I think he's like head marketing guy for Sig. He was on Colin Noir's channel just a few days ago, and you should go listen to that if you want. I'll link this down in the description too. Is it worth a listen? You've kind of heard this interview before. This was very similar to when Phil was on the Military Arms channel. Like Phil's pretty good. Like I don't know how persuasive he can be on this one, but Phil's good to listen to. It's not very different than the Military Arms channel interview, in fairness, but there's some nuggets you can pull out of there. Phil kind of puts this as a battle between reality and perception. Like, people are seeing a lot of this stuff online and it changes their perception of the gun, whereas the truth is, the truth isn't that the guns are going off all the time. I mean, that's what Phil's saying. I mean, okay, that's kind of their story. Now, one thing that came out in that interview that I thought was interesting, is worth responding to, is like Sig wants one of these guns that has gone off in the holster that has uncommanded. Like, the information I have is they now have one. They have it either in their hands or it's on their way to them. So Sig will get a look at one of the pistols that's done an uncommanded discharge. So maybe that'll help them kind of figure out what's going on. So yes, that was, man, last night was pretty good. Now let's go to some of the there's some other comments I saw on Instagram about this whole message, or about this whole mess. Let's go and talk about that. See what you guys have. His hand was on the backstrap of the pistol when it went off. ND, you got to be fucking retarded if you think the backstrap of the gun being touched would cause any other gun to go off. Yeah, a lot of guys are saying that. Unless I see it on camera, I'm not going to believe it. Then laughing emoji. Yes, clearly we can see that on camera. You can see the gun and holster jump on his belt when discharged, but his hand behind the holster didn't move. I'd say his hand was on his belt, not resting on the grip. There's a lot of controversy. So when you go click over and watch the footage, there's something weird with the guy's hand behind the holster. Like it's kind of near the holster, kind of near the gun. It really doesn't look like he's touching the gun intentionally, but I don't know. Maybe he put some pressure on it. High quality pistol goes off due to holsters pressing triggers. Real nice pistol that can't reliably be used in a holster. Not sure that's clear. He's clearly playing with the gun, brother. I don't see the arms crossed. Must be an ammo issue. Benjamin, you have to stop using your considerable influence to make these things happen. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's the same conversation everywhere. At this point, I don't know what's going to happen with SIG. I saw, one of the comments on the SIG video is kind of a good one here. Sorry, but it's a dead issue. The P320 was pulled by my department, and the trade-in value of the 320 is now a joke. Had to buy a new sidearm and pay out of pocket until city reimbursement is approved. SIG has left P320 owners hanging out in the wind. Bad press has turned the P320 into a safe queen, and SIG says the 320 is still a reliable firearm. Who do you trust? We just had a probationary officer shoot himself in the groin on its way to work. Unknown weapon. Stupid but true. Your own pistol can kill you. Trust who or what you want, but keep the 320 in the safe. Yeah, I think that's where a lot of people are at with this thing now. Like my group just got rid of them on a go-forward basis. Unless people are issued them to carry them, like we don't want people bringing them to class. And I don't know, it's just like you don't get a satisfactory answer from SIG. Well, anyway, guys, that's what's going on. SIG's back in the news, and we'll see what people have to say.